Good evening. In today's class, we're going to do chain rule model questions in differentiation. Chain rule is basically formed. Chain rule differentiation is basically applied on questions which is formed by composition of two or more functions. So one function is applied in the place of x of another function. So when you get such kind of functions, we use chain rule method in order to differentiate that. Say for example, there is no formula as such for chain rule, but we can take it like this also. dy by dx is equals to dy by dt into dt by dx. But anyway, I'm not going to use this while solving the sum. I'm going to simply explain you by the basis of what is the primary function and the secondary function. And the differentiation will be carried on the basis of that. So first example is differentiation of ax plus b to the power of 5. Ax plus b to the power of 5. Here the main function is x to the power of 5. So if you can see here, the x to the power of 5 is the main function, where x place is occupied by ax plus b. So we have to differentiate the main function and then differentiate the secondary function. So differentiation of anything raised to 5, anything let it be, whether it is x or ax plus b, will be differentiated using x power n rule, which is 5 times ax plus b to the power of 5 minus 1 into the differentiation of the secondary function, which is ax plus b here. So x differentiation is 1, b differentiation is 0, a into x will be a into 1. So answer is 5a into ax plus b to the power of 4. Next one, sine of ax plus b. Sine of ax plus b. This is formed by composition of two functions, sine x and ax plus b. Sine x and ax plus b, where x of sine x is occupied by ax plus b. So that means the main function is sine x. So first we differentiate sine x. So differentiation of sine of ax plus b will be cos of ax plus b. Then we differentiate ax plus b, which will be a into 1 plus 0. So the final answer will be a cos of ax plus b. Third question, cos cube x. Cos cube x can be written as cos x the whole cube. Now it is easy to understand the main function. The main function is x cube, where x place is occupied by cos x here. So first we differentiate the cube, which means 3 cos x to the power of 3 minus 1. And then we differentiate the cos x. Differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. So it is minus 3 sin x into cos square x. Fourth question. Log of tan x. Log of tan x. So we know how to differentiate log x. But instead of x, we have tan x here. So to differentiate log, it is 1 by anything. So it's 1 by tan x. And differentiation of tan x is secant square x. So final answer is secant square x by tan x. So first we have to understand the main function and the secondary function. Then first we differentiate the main function into the differentiation of the secondary function. So first question under chain rule, which I'm going to do in front of you, sine 4x. So here the main function is sine and the subfunction is 4x. So let us differentiate the main function. Sin x differentiation is cos x. So sin 4x differentiation will be cos 4x. Then the next step into differentiation of 4x. So answer will be cos 4x into 4, which is 4 cos 4x. Question number Next question is cos 5x similar to sin 4x. So main function is cos, sub function is 5x. So we first differentiate cos. Cos differentiation is minus sine. So minus sine of 5x into differentiation of 5x, which is minus 5 sine 5x. Second one. Third one. Tan 3x. Main function is tan. Sub function is 3x. So first differentiate the main. Tan differentiation is secant square. So we get secant square 3x into the differentiation of 3x. So therefore secant square 3x into 3 equals 3 secant square 3x. This is the third one. Now the fourth question. Here it is cos x cube. So the main function is cos, the sub function is x cube. It is not cos cube x, it is cos x cube. If it was cos cube x, we will take it as cos x the whole cube. Then the main function would be cube. But here it is cos x cube. So main function is cos, sub function is x cube. So differentiating the main function cos x differentiation is minus sine of x cube minus sine of x cube into the derivative of x cube. So which is minus sine x cube into 3x square. So the final answer is minus 3x square into sine x cube. Fifth question, cot square x. Cot square x is nothing but cot x the whole square. So here the main function is square, the sub function is cot x. So I have to differentiate the square first, which means considering as x square. So it is 2 cot x to the power of 2 minus 1, which is 1, into the differentiation of cot x. So 2 cot x into minus cosecant square x. So the answer is minus 2 cot x into cosecant square x. So the next set of questions is chain rule with product rule or chain rule with quotient rule. So here the first question under that, root over sine x sine x. So by looking at the question, we will be able to understand which is the main and the secondary function. The main function is root x, root over something, and this is the secondary function x sine x. So when we differentiate secondary function, please make sure that you differentiate that by product rule, because x into sine x, there are two x function in product form. So when you differentiate x sine x, you must apply product rule there. So first I am going to differentiate root, considering x sine x as x in my mind. Considering this whole thing as x in my mind, it is just a root x for me now. Differentiation of root x is 1 by 2 root x. So first differentiation of root, which is 1 by 2 root of x sine x, into the differentiation of x sine x. So here I have to use uv. So if you are confident, I can do it directly. 1 by 2 root of x sine x into x into cos x, u into v dash, plus sine x into 1, v into u dash. So the final answer is x cos x plus sine x divided by 2 root over x sine x. First one is over. Now the next question. Here it is product form, as you can see, e to the power of 2x into sine 3x. But then when I differentiate u, I have to use chain rule, because it is not e power x, but it is e power 2x. So in the place of x, we have 2x. Likewise, sine 3x, when I differentiate sine 3x, I have to use chain rule. So product rule first and inside that chain rule. So u is e to the power of 2x. U dash will be e to the power of 2x into the differentiation of 2x. So u dash is 2e to the power of 2x. V is sine 3x. So v dash will be main function differentiation, which is cos 3x into the differentiation of 3x. So v dash will be cos 3x into 3. So v dash will be 3 cos 3x. So this is u and this is your u dash. This is v and this is the v dash. And now when you put it in the formula, it's u into v dash plus v into u dash plus u into v dash. So which means e power 2x into 3 cos 3x plus sine 3x into 2e power 2x. Now take whatever is possible to take out. 2e power 2x can be taken out. So 3 cos 3x plus 2 sine 3x will be the final answer. Next question, cos of x cube into e power x. So main function cos, subfunction x cube into e power x. So when you differentiate your subfunction, you have to use quotient rule here. Product rule here. So let's differentiate cos, which is minus sine of x cube into e power x. Then differentiate x cube into e power x using product rule. So minus sine of x cube into e power x into u, which is x cube, v, which is e power x. So v dash will also be e power x plus v e power x u dash, which is 3x square. So final answer, I am taking e power x common out and I am taking x square common out. So it is sine x cube e power x into x plus 3. Sin x by x by sine x to the power of n. So first write this as x by sine x whole to the power of n. Now u by v rule. So u is x and vx is sine x to the power of n. U dash is 1. V dash, we differentiate the main function, which is n, x to the power of n. Then we differentiate the subfunction, which is sine x. So n into sine x to the power of n minus 1 into differentiation of sine x. So v dash is complete only when you finish the differentiation of sine x also. So n sine x to the power of n minus 1 into cos x. So this is v dash. Now put it in the formula. Differentiation of anything using u by v rule is v into u dash minus u into v dash by v square. Therefore, it is sine x into v, which is sine x to the power of n. So sine x to the power of n into 1 minus x into n sine x to the power of n minus 1 into cos x divided by sine x to the power of n the whole square. So sine to the power of sine x to the power of 2n. Sine x to the power of n the whole square which is sin x to the power of 2n. Differentiation is over here itself. If you want, you can simplify, or else you can leave it like this. Now, if you take, sin x to the power of n common out, you will get sin x to the power of n common out. It is 1 minus n x by sin x into cos x. Sin x to the power of n minus 1 can be written as sin x to the power of n into sin x to the power of minus 1. So sin x to the power of minus 1 is 1 by sin x. So nx cos x by sin x divided by sin x to the power of 2n. Now if you bring this down, the power will become negative. So it will be 1 minus nx cos x by sin x divided by sin x to the power of 2n minus n, so which is n. Now you can complete the LCM in the numerator. So sin x minus nx cos x by sin x whole by sin x to the power of n. Now take the denominator further down. It is sin x minus nx cos x by sin x to the power of n plus 1. So that's the final answer. So this is to the maximum simplification. But don't mind all this. Even if you're able to reach out to this step, you are clear with difference. It is, I'm done with the chain rule. Watch this video one more time and please repeat the sum. Hope you enjoy this session.